a neck thing going on, or like if I turn my neck wrong, then it hurts. So
We.
Pinchner.
If you have a heating blanket or a heating pad, I recommend sleeping with that on it tonight. I mess my neck up all the time.
gotcha. It's a good idea. I mean, I don't have a heating blanket, but heat seems good.
Yeah, like a
Um,
warm
like,
washcloth on your neck can be good
Massage it out
too.
a little bit.
So if you get a massage gun.
I don't have a massage.
I was
gun.
gonna say,
have,
if
like,
she doesn't have a heating pad, she's not gonna have a massage gun, statistically speaking.
I have a massage gun, but not a heating pad.
Yeah, but you have your massage gun for specific reasons outside of like pain remediation. Yours has to do
That's part of that.
specifically with you got it for post workout like muscle clean out essentially. That's different. Anyways, is someone on the YouTube and want to tell me whether they can hear us and if I need to turn anyone's volume down?
We shall see. I will see if either my sibling or my coworker respond to that query. I don't know if he's on yet, though.
I was gonna say I turned the volume from Discord to 100% from 40%. So if that was too quiet, they should be able to hear now. Now we'll just need to worry about whether it's too loud. I turned mine up as well because people say I'm quiet. So, well, I mean, the only time anyone's ever told me I'm quiet is when it's coming through this microphone. So that's all I got there.
Let me go get the music because I totally didn't forget to prep music this time.
That means I need to start Lingbot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna mute myself for a second while I run through some settings, but we are broadcasting. So, yeah.
Whoa. We
Don't say
are
any
up.
everybody. Is Lingbot up?
This moment.
Okay.
It
let
should
me
be
know.
coming up. And all right. It should be up enough. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully stuff works.
Let's see if that works.
Aha!
Yay.
Yay, it's there. I need to turn it up a little bit. That's quiet.
Hooray! Okay. All right, I think we're good to go. If to the best of our knowledge, the sound is working.
Yes.
From what I
We'll
can
keep
tell.
on.
Alrighty. Will Noctis, Welby, and May Kent please roll d20s?
I almost just asked who May
Okay.
was because I'm like,
Mama Kent. Who's
Thank
there?
you.
Your mom.
I don't know my mom's name.
My
Funny
sister,
for the evening.
my sister says the sound is good. So
Okay, great.
Thank you, Wilby's sister. We appreciate you. Our number one fan.
Okay. Mama Kent, will you please give us a recap?
all right, let me just.
Yeah. I'm technically not listening. I'm one of the 2 people watching on our stream. So
Nice.
don't worry, guys. If I hear you, if I respond late, it's because of the lag.
Nice. Oh yeah. Okay. Last time, we were in a graveyard because something happened with Noctis. And I showed up, and Kel and sorry, I also just woke up.
You're good.
Music player,
Sorry.
not Mama Cat. Yeah, so Kel and Johannes were there when Welby and I showed up with the cart. and Welby, or not Welby, Cal was doing a thing where he was clearly like trying not to draw attention to a different place while Johannes was going on about something. So I went over and Noctis was down there and something was going on. Clearly he needed to be out of the hole, so we got him out of the hole and into the cart, and then Cal started doing more digging, which I didn't really understand. But there was someone just like him in the hole, so that was strange. Johannes said that it was not a person, which seemed strange. And then he turned to Kel and just had a look, which kind of seemed to imply the same about Kel, which I don't understand. I've had Kel since he was a literal baby. He's grown just like every child does. So, don't know what that's all about. There was a marking on, like a tattoo on the other boy. About a Never Falls keep. So, I'm not sure what that's all about, but I don't know if that means that it's somewhere to look or somewhere to stay away from. But we headed out because I guess whatever happened with Noctis is apparently it's not good for people to remain in the city. So we headed out. And that's all she wrote. Except I'm not writing this. Maybe I'm talking to Beatrice about it. I don't know.
Oh, Beatrice is like, I've seen so much in this family.
Beatrice has seen some things.
Yes, I'm tucking in Beatrice, and that's my normal thing when I'm tucking her in. I just tell her about my day.
Oh.
She's like, it's some strange stuff.
Hugs you with one of her leaves.
Oh.
And yeah, you guys are making camp for the night. You've made it into the Glistering Woods a little bit and are making camp for night after quite an eventful day. Nobody's dead.
This is still...
Someone's almost dead.
This is to the northwest of where we are? Sorry, I can look at the map. Where's the map?
We went north.
And
north from where we were at. I don't know if we determined an exact place based on the knowledge of the place.
Yeah, north. Okay. Are we going northwest or northeast?
Just about directly north is where you're at right now.
Okay. Cool.
Because you didn't want to get close to the part of this forest governed by the family Deplume.
That's right. Okay. It's all coming back to me now.
Which is the western part of the forest is under the control of the Deplume family.
Okay.
These are my woods.
They are, yes. So we're setting up camp.
You guys are setting up camp, and I believe some people had conversations they wanted to have.
Do we have so this is like a forest, right? We are on the edge of the forest?
You tell me how far into the forest you wanted to go tonight. You would have the option to go in farther or stay on the edge before you make camp.
So
Out of sight.
yeah, I was gonna say we want to go in a little bit, but not too far. So just enough to
Yeah.
be out of sight, as close as we can
Absolutely.
to the edge, because I want a clearing that's like hard to see and we can set up a camp in. But I don't want to go in too far because I also do know, because of my family's proximity and what this place is, who and what type of things are usually in this forest that we might technically want to avoid.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there are people in this forest that are friend, foe, depending on who you are. There are stories of essentially cryptids in this forest that your uncle swore were real, but your family says definitely not.
We know whose word I believe. My uncle's. All right. And does anyone in our party have an axe?
Yes.
Sweet. Then perfect. I'll be like, listen, Welby, you seem woodsy. Would you cut down some trees so we can make camp? We'll need firewood, and if you want to get extra, we can pack that away. We will maybe not have time later on to get some.
I thought I had an axe. Why did I think I had an axe?
For some reason I figured you had an axe, but if you don't, we'll have to figure other things out for firewood on this journey. It might just be collecting it for now.
Would you have
You know
had
what?
one in your glamping gear?
I don't have any glamping gear. That's the thing. I've got 3 shoddy tents and the shovels.
Fair.
I'm. You know what? I will volunteer still to get the trees, to get the wood.
I can go and help you.
I mean, could I say that I have an axe since I think I've been using those on like beats and stuff?
Sure, like a hatchet, not like a weapon you can fight with.
Right, yeah, like
But a firewood hatchet is fine.
cool. I'll just like pull it out and hand it off to whoever's gonna go do it.
Hey,
Toby, you now have a hatchet.
I will, just in case, I will put the hatchet in my other inventory so that we have listed that someone has a hatchet.
Perfect.
And then while they go and collect, I guess I will pull out the 3 tents, and those who are left are specifically Mock and the dying Noctis and I, correct?
Yes, knocked us on 3 levels of exhaustion.
Cool. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
like,
Art still, I assume.
I'm gonna go. Do you know how to set up a tent?
I think
Asking
I
me? Oh.
Not Noctis. I'm not talking to Noctis.
I've done stints in the woods.
All right. Would you help me set up these 3 tents?
Sure.
And I'll kind of just watch her do the first one so I can see how it works, and then I will help
Sure.
with the other 2, or however
I think
it's
Mom
needed.
like notices you watching and just like exaggerates the steps for you.
Love a good mom moment. Mama Kent, while you are setting up this tent, you do in this, it's a pack that was somebody's. There are a few other random things in here. You know how when you're packing up from camping, stuff doesn't always end up in a designated container. There is an old journal in here.
Oh. I will hold on to it. This is right. This is among his things. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'll put it off. Like I won't put it in the tent. Like I'm not like keeping it, but I will put it in a safe place until after we've got everything set up to hand back.
Do I notice this since I'm like paying very close attention?
Make a perception check.
If you do, like, it's clear that it's not like she's hiding it from you. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put this in the safe place while we finish this.
Well, it's trying to
She's
rob
like,
me of
"Oh."
things. No, I'm very focused, I think, on the...
You're way too focused on how the tent works.
I'm gonna know how to put this tent up real good. You probably would notice as well. I am while we were doing this, I am doing a little ritual while this is going on, and by the time this first tent is up, I will have ritually cast Unseen Servant to assist with the third tent while I do the second tent.
Awesome. Will both of you make survival checks?
Yes.
I did learn from Ma Kent.
You did.
Awesome.
You learn
You know
and
what?
you become better. I'm
It's
a
been
little
a while.
distracted by seeing the corpse of someone who looks just like my son. So
It's been a long day, and it's been a minute since you've been camping, and these are not tents you're used to. So you know what? It's functional.
I'm used
Might not be
to
pretty.
shorter tents.
That's true. You're used to shorter tents. But between you and Johannes, you guys get them up. They're suitable. They're functional. And then will our wood collecting boys roll some survival checks as well?
Absolutely. Oh, survival at +0 that's a 4.
Oh, let's see. What is my survival? Oh, also +0.
We're so good.
Oh,
Wait a
Did
second.
you roll a 4?
Who?
I have 4 plus 0 is 4.
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
+3 to survival, but I'm shivering in the cart.
Right.
Oh
You're-
no.
Your halfling booty shorts.
Cool. Yeah, Welby does not actually know how to cut down a tree, but he sure is giving it the old college try. And
well, the thing is,
eventually
I'm
you guys-
strong enough that I could probably whack it down eventually.
depends on which tree you pick, not this one. So after a bit, you guys have dented a tree and decide we're just gonna pick up those sticks and logs from the ground of trees that have already fallen down and try to pick ones that aren't too wet.
Look, there weren't many trees on Brobdingnag, so
Welby is strong, not from the forest. Kel has had a weird day, so he's
Yeah, Kel is very distracted. He's probably you would probably hear him. He's rehearsing what he's trying to say, but kind of just mumbling it to himself the entire time.
Yeah, so you guys return to camp with essentially a bunch of sticks. You're going to be able to build a fire with that, but it's one of those things where you two show back up and Mama Kent is wondering why you bothered to borrow that hatchet.
Right.
Hatchet doesn't really do good, Ma, against some of them big trees. Back home, trees around small village, we could do it, but not with these big ones.
small village, small trees.
Yeah, pretty much. So, sorry about that, guys. This is what we got. We can head back out later, but we should probably get a fire at least started, if what Johannes was saying is true and there is stuff in these woods.
Yes, I grab a few pieces of wood, I put it in the middle of the camp where I probably would have made a little fire spot. Maybe not quite a fire pit, because obviously I don't know what to do that specifically. I would have put rocks around it though, and then I'll just firebolt
Need a
it.
circle of rocks.
I magic the fire up.
Mama Cat turns around with her tinderbox and goes, "Oh, that works."
I was also reaching for my tinderbox,
Yeah.
and
Saving on fuel. Good.
I'm not even paying attention to starting the fire. Once the wood is down, I've already turned back to my journal where I'm starting to make a schedule of who's doing the night's watch, and I just offhandedly throw the fire into the fire. Just poof. It's all right.
No. Sorry, hang on. Sorry, the cat just almost pushed her water fountain off of the counter.
That's a very cat thing to do.
Her own water. I think it's because she accidentally unplugged it and she was trying to make it go again.
oh no, I unplugged it
Oh,
Sabotage.
when I was testing the sound, but it makes sense that you would try to knock some sense into it.
I'll
It's
Sorry,
not-
try
you
to knock
put it
sense
right as
into
it was about
things.
to topple to the ground. Okay, I'm back.
All right. So I know that Kel doesn't sleep. He does 4 hours, I assume, which is the same as me. So it's 4 hours, 4 hours. The other two need full 8 hours of sleep. So,
Yep, especially Noctis, who looks like he's about ready to pass out.
yeah, Noctis will not be in this rotation. Noctis will be dragged into. I'll have Welby. I'll ask Welby to move Noctis into a tent by himself.
For those of you who touch me in this state, you'll notice that I'm burning up. Like I have a full-on fever.
Too
I
bad
will-
nobody cares.
I
Boom.
will mention that he has a bit of a fever. As I'm putting you in the tent, what I will do, though, is I'm assuming the tent has blankets and other stuff. Or I'm assuming that we have blankets.
I'm assuming there would have been like bedrolls with the
Yes,
tents.
Yes, there are bedrolls for you guys with the gear had tents and 3 tents and bedrolls for 6.
And
I
Mama
will-
Cat will check in on Noctis, like especially after hearing that he's burning up, like regularly check in on.
Yeah.
I will totally bundle Noctis in his blanket so that he cannot move, even if he wanted
You're
to.
swaddled, Noctis.
Hang on,
will-
hang on.
And I think maybe I should try finding some water for us to. Unless if you could, can you magic up water?
Oh. I don't have any water spells, so I could get you an ice. No, I can't. I can't do anything with water.
Mm.
I could do like ice, but it would probably dissipate pretty quickly after being made.
Will that really cool him down? Yeah, well,
No.
Question for the ice. Does it? Big word. Does it just go away, or does it like evaporate?
I feel like that's more of a mechanics question for the DM.
What spell is this?
Well, I can turn any damage type or spell into a different kind of thing. So technically, I could take like Shocking Grasp and turn it into like Icy Grasp. Either way, they would all cause damage. It's just about the remnants of ice. He's asking whether it dissipates or whether it's like there still.
That would depend on the spell because of how it works. Is what my ruling would be. So
Icy grasp.
No.
Yeah,
I would chill him down though.
I could do an Ice Bolt.
No.
Like you could, if you do something that is like a projectile spell of that kind of damage, end up with like an icicle.
Okay, so then I could, in that case, I would do Ice Bolts. Like, I'd probably do it away from everyone, just like make a couple Ice Bolts if they're like, it would just make like, you know, chunk ice or something. And then be like,
Yeah, just a couple icicles.
here you go. It's actually useful because then we could technically use it for water later on if we need to do things like that.
Oh, you'll get less water than ice, given the way the ice works.
Yes, but it's magic ice, so it's a cantrip.
Yeah. Oh, cantrip. That works.
Yeah.
Why are we using... Olby, you're a paladin, right?
Yeah.
Fevers come from disease, right?
There is that, yeah.
I mean, they
I
can also
don't
come
think
from
that this is
poison.
a disease, though.
I'll go over to Noctis and use 5 points of lay on hands to try and help him from this fever.
Feels
I'm back up
nice,
to
but
full hit
anyways,
points.
You have the full hit points, but still exhausted.
Well, yeah.
I think Mama Cat like goes looking for, I mean, these woods are, pretty close to. I think she goes looking for like, making some sort of
Water. Finding water. Not making water. That's
no,
different.
something to make some sort of like medicine for, even if it's just for
Like
addressing
herbs
the.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead and make me a survival check.
Cool. That's a 13.
Yeah, after a little searching around, you're familiar enough with the area. You're able to find some things that you can make into like a tea that will treat a fever.
Cool. Then I will do that. I ask for the ice to heat into tea. Although I guess probably while I'm out, I check for any other like water sources. Do that too, but
Yeah, there's not like a stream or anything right near here.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Cool. Well, we'll make him some tea to help with the fever symptoms. And I'll go in and I'll be like, I walk in and I realize that he can't move.
And I'll say, Mama Kent, you kind of recognize that this is likely a needing rest thing that's going on.
Yeah, well, and I think that's kind of too where I'm like, I'm looking for something more to like help address the symptoms than I'm not like, oh, I need a cure. I'm like, I'm looking for something to help soothe. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just like eyes on a wild goose chase. He just needs sleep.
Oh, yeah.
She comes back with that bark that turns into aspirin, just like.
Mm-hmm.
Turns into a whole Avatar: The Last Airbender thing where they have to find those frozen toads for me to suck on.
Right.
No.
Delectable tea or deadly poison.
Yeah, I offer. I come in. I'm like, okay, this should help with the fever. Would you like to be unwrapped, or do you want me to just?
I think I'm already asleep for the night, honestly, when you come in.
All right. I'll just kind of like leave it next to you. Along with another jar of beets and another another chunk of cheese or whatever, for you to, in case you wake up hungry. I'll head back out.
As soon as I hear her leave, I pop one of my eyes open, ignore the beats, and go straight for the cheese.
Just imagining him worming his way over to it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's eating it with his face because his arms are trapped.
Do you go if I've said something? I'm like, oh well, I kind of talk to myself. Well, there's the. There's some way of getting you the explanation that the tea is to help with the fever, but
I'll probably be drinking that in between bites of cheese.
Okay, cool. Just lifting it up with your mouth, is what I'm picturing.
Yep. He's managing. It'll be fine.
Alright, and the way I have watch written up is I will sleep first, and... Oh, damn it, where'd my list go? I had it actually drawn out, because it would make the most sense. If there's two of us for 4 hours, so it would be Welby on first watch, and then I would be on second watch and up for the rest of the night, essentially. No. We sleep for 8 hours, so technically we have to get 8, 9, 10... We have to get 12 hours of rest, I believe, for everyone to get a full night's whatever, with people who need 8 hours of sleep taking breaks.
How long the watches are?
Yeah, if there's 4 of us, I was figuring
there's
2-hour watches, and there's two of us who only need 4 hours of rest. My thought was Kel would be on last watch. I would be up for that last watch and the second half of the night, and the first watch would be either Welby or Ma Kent.
Okay.
I mean, historically, Ma is usually the first to bed and the first to rise, but you do it whatever you like.
So that would make the most sense then, is to have Ma Kent and then doing her 2 hours and then having Welby do his 2 hours and then I would do mine and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And with that, we should be able to get everything taken care of pretty easy. Everyone gets the night's rest they need. And have it pretty smooth, because then that gets everyone there 8 hours and we're not, having to spend extra time in the camp.
Do we want to camp out? Are we moving in the morning? Do we want to camp out here until Noctis recovers his strength?
Well,
Ma will kind of turn towards Johannes, listening.
Well, here's the thing. We have Beatrice and the cart. It's gonna be tricky to maneuver that through the glistering wood here. So first, that decision has to be made. Do you want to abandon Beatrice, or do you want to move through the woods with the cart and Beatrice?
Can you make Beatrice smaller?
Beatrice has always been this size.
Even as a beat?
I was meaning magic, but okay.
I mean, this is the size of all of our beats.
Mama Cat doesn't even know smaller beats exist.
My eyes get huge. I'm just like, what?
What? You've never seen a beat before?
I open up my book, which has a diagram of what a bead is, and I'm like, a bead is the size of a bead is supposed to be a little bit larger than, it's the size of Welby's fist.
Yeah,
You're telling me all your beads are Beatrice size?
I think those beats must be from Brobdingnag. It makes sense.
Your husband was a druid, you say?
Did I say?
I think I asked once because you said he'd do some magic, and then I asked, well, I assumed he was...
I don't think so.
No, so you didn't say, but I asked if he was a wizard, and you said no. And then I asked, was he an artificer? And it was no. And then the only other kind of magic I could think of that would be really acceptable amongst farm folk would be a druid.
Yeah. As you know that Beatrice came from Pa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that makes the most sense. I just go, he must have cast plant growth on your farm. That's insane dedication to beats.
I don't know what that spell does, but it sounds like it makes plants big.
It makes them flourish depending on how he did it. I believe it's not something I could do, but I believe a good druid could make plants grow really big, in a rather immediate sense, or grow really well for the next 8 years. And it just feels like the latter, perhaps.
I mean, we've been farming these beets for, I don't know.
He probably did it all the time. That's crazy.
That's why I think it's from Brobdingnag. Because we have big plants there.
Speaking of which, DM, that's a different... the place he keeps referring to, that's a different continent, correct?
It's an island, so it's not a full continent. It's a much smaller landmass.
But it's not on this continent.
Correct.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, it's not part of this continent.
Just making sure there's a reason I'm so unfamiliar with it. I was like, I've been over this map a few times, and I don't know where he's talking about. All right. So, we don't really have a goal as of yet, but I believe keeping the cart would not be the worst idea. But also keeping Beatrice not the worst. Yes. But if there comes a time when things go awry because of the nature of everyone who is together in this cadre currently, Beatrice would be a liability, as would all of us. And if that happens, we might just have to split up. It's whatever. It's fine. But for now, we don't really have a goal except to get out of this kingdom. Technically, we have now all become accomplices to assisting in the escape of a known criminal in what is essentially 2 countries or this empire. So there's that.
I don't think anybody saw us. Did?
But he's still here when he should be dead.
But people
Yes.
think that he's dead and buried. I made sure that they saw him get buried.
It doesn't matter if they saw that. If they go to check or the family demands the body or anything happens, which is the right of his family to demand whatever.
His wife seemed pretty upset. I don't
It's
think
not
she's
his
going to
wife
be.
we should be worried about. It's the rest of his family.
Oh.
Either way,
It-
we shouldn't be trusting anything that happened where we were just now, especially after seeing your doppelganger in the ground. That means other things are on the hand.
What's doppelganger?
It's a person who looks like a person.
What?
It's a person who
It's
looks
another
exactly
me,
like
but it's
another
me.
person, but they're not
Oh yeah,
technically the same
did
person.
Welby
or
see that, or did we? That was just.
Welby was at the cart, I think, with Noctis. I don't think he saw that. Because the
Yeah,
moment
we
I
should
saw it,
wait
I
for-
went to the cart and I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
Did you tell
I
Welby
did.
about it when you went to the cart? I can't remember.
I did not.
No, he
I
was
rolled-
talking about that. He talked about it while we were in the cart riding away, and yes, I did see whatever it was in the ground. I thought it would be an undead, but it didn't feel like an undead.
Okay.
Welby saw it. Everyone except for Noctis saw it. But only the Kents saw the mark on the shoulder.
That's what it was. Gotcha.
Yes. As of now, we don't really have a goal. All I know is we need to stay out of Seska, and we need to stay away from Wirion.
So we're headed away to.
We're headed
We're
north.
headed to Aveothan.
Yes. Now, there's places we could go there. There's some ruins we can try to go to. We don't really have a goal. There's nothing holding this group together once we are out.
Aveothan. Okay.
Yes.
I'll just start cracking my fingers. I've heard a little bit about Aveothan. Lots of fairy people there.
Lots of what people?
Isn't it fairy people who live there?
Oh, fairy. I heard a B sound.
Yeah, I thought you said berry people, and I was like, I didn't get the memo on that. What?
Very people.
I was just thinking
It's
like,
the kingdom of strawberry shortcake.
yeah, I was just imagining something akin to like one of the kingdoms from Adventure Time. Just a bunch of berry people.
Yes. No. Fairy.
Fairy.
They have ties with the Fae.
Yes, that would be a place to go. Things to explore. Now, I see the ruins of Cress on here. Is that like something that would be commonly known, or is that more of a thing that's on the map for now?
No, that's something that's known that they're there.
Any good stories about it? Anything interesting we would know about?
Roll a history check.
I'm gonna pull my dice out. Oh, my dice box is full of SD cards. Why is it full of SD cards? Why do I have so many SD? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I confuse even myself. Alright. Could have been better. Could have been worse. You said history?
Yes.
Plus 6. 22. 22. Fine, good math.
Okay. Yeah, so the ruins of Cress, you would know, they're a site of much scholarly curiosity. They're very old outside of current recorded history, so no one knows exactly much about the people that once lived there. It is thought to have once been a center of trade, a thriving city, since it's right between the Eastern Sea and Maris Lake. It's at a pretty good spot. But they have been mostly abandoned for a long, long time. Occasionally a hideout for adventurers, thieves, mercenaries, people traveling who are avoiding major cities. But those ruins are said to be haunted. And ghosts typically only occur in areas where, if you die there, it is believed that you are not able to properly reincarnate into another life. And so nobody wants to live there anymore.
Good to know. Perfect to know.
But it's fine to visit as long as you don't die there.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right, so we're still talking about where we're going.
Yes, so far we're just getting into Avathan, and from there...
Is this a new day, by the way?
No, this
No,
is,
you
this
have
is
not
before
gone
that.
on Cress.
Yeah, this is nightfall.
Everything is a
Okay.
new day to you. You're asleep. Shush now.
So we're going up that way. Are we? I know we're moving, but do we want? Is it easier to move with Noctis feeling better? You said the Beatrice and the cart are hard to move through these woods. Well, Noctis can't really.
Noctis can be in the back of the cart the whole time. It's fine.
Oh, I thought we weren't bringing those though.
Well, that's the thing.
It's difficult.
Is you would have to abandon Beatrice and the cart, but your mother said Beatrice is family. So, in that case, if you wanted, you two are more than welcome to leave back to your village.
Oh,
Well, okay, like
I didn't plan on going.
I mean, you know.
I don't leave people that are in need.
Mm-hmm.
You guys look like that you need some help, so. I'm just still just wondering if we just camp out here for another day.
We don't want
Just
to
let
stay
Noctis
in
get on
these
his feet.
woods longer than we need to. How many
Okay.
how many levels of exhaustion does Noctis have? Was it 2 or 3?
3.
3.
Would I like have some in-game like you know like knowledge of like, oh, I think it'll take about 3 days for him to get back to with my previous
Only a
message.
medicine check from Mama Kent for that. And Johannes, I will say you do know from stories of your uncle that he did have some friends among the groups that are not friendly to everyone here. There are some that are specifically unfriendly to winged ones in this forest, but your uncle seemed to get along decently well with them, except for the druids that he swears are real that no one else believes in. He doesn't know much about them other than he maybe once saw them in a dream and is pretty sure they're real.
That sounds like a good reason to actually stay in the woods.
Mama Kent, yes, you can tell 3 or 4 days, as long as he gets good rest, and Noctis should be okay.
All right. I say that in a Mama Kent way.
That should be
Can
fine.
you maybe put it right in front of my face? That would be great.
As long as he gets good rest, not bumping around in the back of the cart. All for longer than necessary.
All right, then we'll leave him to rest, I guess.
I don't want to. Sorry, I'm not meaning to spoil plans or cause trouble. Trekking while you're not feeling good can be difficult, and it could be. I mean, if these woods are as dangerous as you say, it could be more dangerous trying to get him through. Well, he can't take care of himself, if that makes sense.
Well, so we're staying here for a little bit? Okay. In that case, let's have some dinner. And I suppose, am I on first watch?
No, Ma Kent is on first watch.
Kent is first watch.
You're second watch.
I get the middle. Okay.
I'll be third, and Kel will be last.
I guess we'll kind of be together then, because... Or are you going to sleep after yours? Or you'll be up, right? Because you do that meditation stuff?
Yes, I'll be working on plans.
Would you mind if I talk with you for a minute after your watch?
We'll see how the watches go.
All right.
Before the watches start, but as everybody's kind of heading away, Mama Kent is takes care of some final stuff in the cart and realizes she hasn't handed you the journal yet, which I think she probably opened to the first page to see what's on the first page before closing it. So I don't know if there's any special information there, but she wasn't gonna pry. She was just oh, what's this? And then she's just oh, that's what it is.
Make a perception check.
It's a 21.
This book was not intentionally stored that way, and so some of the writing in there has been lost to time, but you do see the name Harold Diplomate on there.
Gotcha. All right. So after one's eaten, this is when we're putting the last few things up. I don't want to cut off anybody else, but she'll bring it over to Johannes, who I assume is sitting brooding somewhere. I don't know if brooding's the right.
No, that's probably fair.
He's brooding. Love it.
She goes, oh, this fell out of one of the bags. One of the camping bags, and she'll hand it to you.
Oh, it's another book. And do I recognize this book without opening it?
You do. You do recognize this. This is your uncle's journal that he kept for years, ever since you were a kid.
This was in the tents.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Thank you.
Doesn't look like it was always there, and it looks a little bit beat up. But you'd probably know more about that.
Likely, he had just gotten back from a journey. It's weird that it would have been left there. But thank you.
She just nods at you and walks off.
I'm gonna immediately start open it up and see what emotional gut punch I'm gonna get, I guess.
Sure.
It's try and read what's in there.
You notice also that this thing, it was not stored a place that a book should have been stored for long-term
In a
safekeeping.
shed for 35 years?
Much of the writing has been degraded, but there are passages you're going to be able to read, so roll me a d20.
No, not that. I switch dice. What dice is good for this?
I will say, this is it's somewhat of a DC. You want to roll lower for a better chance of reading something.
Well, that's really good, because I got a 3. I thought I was going to be screwed.
Awesome. A 3. Let me go find that.
You may stay, Wizard Dice. You may stay.
They know better than you do what you need to roll.
I popped out one of my pretty like arcane purpley dice. I was like, this would be good. I'm wizardy. I'm doing wizardy things. And then I got a 3 and I was about to be like, you're fired. You're going in the microwave. I'm melting you down. And she's like, you are lower. And I was like, never mind, you can stay.
Like the nice version of wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He's always precisely on time or whatever.
A wizard
Dice
arrives
isn't-
precisely when he means to.
Yes.
Okay, so the passage you are able to find tonight in A Dying Light reads in your uncle's hand, I am a failure as a father. How is it that I have failed to teach my sons compassion, kindness? How have I failed to teach them respect and to honor the full spectrum of life? Can it be from me they learned cruelty and hatred? I always thought that I only fought to protect our lands, our family, our people. Perhaps it was only in my mind that I stayed true to myself. Perhaps to the rest of the world I was just as bloodthirsty as the worst of them. I do not know how I got here, so alone, so lacking.
Is there a date?
And I'll put a... Ooh. Roll me an investigation check.
Afraid to use the dice again, but let's see if it's good for only one thing or more. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. You said investigation?
Yes.
The +4. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so this was from this was from just a few months before you were born. And you know all your life that you knew him, Harold's relationship with his own children was very strained. They're much older than you. They were fully adults by the time you came around, though. And then, before we wrap up into the night watches, you also are going to get a message on your sending stone.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna send one out myself too, so that's perfect. I'll listen to the one that's coming in as I'm trying to think of what to say, and I'll go, better this way.
Yeah. As the evening draws to a close, you hear Amatrine's voice. He says, I heard you left town. I hope you're doing all right. Let me know next time you're in the area if you want to guess. Bye.
Just to make sure, he said if I want to what?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
You flirting?
Ooh.
Not awkward at the end of the message.
Flirting.
Did we tell him did you tell him the information that we ended up having, or
Oh
did that?
no. I've only told that to one person so far, and I don't know if they've gotten that. They probably haven't gotten that message yet. Now that I think about it, and I'll have to wait until we get an answer for that. But I'll just go
About his mom?
what? Oh,
The-
where I was like, we may have found her, but we don't really know yet. We haven't gotten, and we still never technically managed to get any sort of confirmations.
Gotcha.
We'll save that for a bit. We don't. He can't go looking for it right now, anyways. Technically, so
Gotcha.
I'll just respond. Yeah, things were getting kind of weird in town. I needed some time to myself. I'll look you up
Ooh.
All right. Does anybody else have something they'd like to do before we all turn in for the night?
Nope, just sleep.
Let's
Great.
talk with Johannes at the watch shift, but that's it.
Yeah, I'll be doing handiwork in my bag of holding during my shift. But
Sure thing. Mama Kent on your watch. Will you make me a perception check?
cool. And I've tucked in Beatrice, obviously. It's 13.
The forest is quiet and peaceful. And your watch passes quietly and peacefully.
Beautiful. Who was next on the watch? It was Welby, right?
Welby.
I gotta wake up Welby. Also, I'm curious about. Well, no, okay. I'm curious about if Johannes is in his own tent as well.
Yes.
Okay, and then just everybody else in the other tent.
No.
There's
So
three
there's
tents.
three tents.
Well, no, that's what I meant. That one tent has Noctis, one tent has you, and then
I would have told.
everybody-
I probably would have mentioned to Welby when he first went to sleep. I would have directed him towards Noctis's tent. That way he could keep an eye on him, because
Okay.
technically Noctis, or not Noctis, Johannes has the mentality of this is he is a hired gun for me right now. Like,
Fair enough.
I'm pointing him where he needs to go.
okay,
Huh?
cool. And then the Kents have a tent. Okay,
Yes, the Kent tent.
all right. I will, quietly, go tap on the doors of the tent because I don't want to wake up sleeping the guy who needs sleep. But I'll go get Welby. I'll clear so far.
Hmm. He'll say out in a moment,
All right.
and I'll.
Mama Cat stands there until you come out. But once you come out, she goes back to her tent, and moments later, you can hear this quiet snoring.
Love that.
It's not quiet, Ma. I've told you it was so that way you wouldn't feel bad.
No. It's quiet from outside the tent.
Poor Cal. Good thing he doesn't need sleep.
This is really
Welby.
why I can't sleep.
Make a perception check.
Yep, and I have my lovely halberd of warning too, so that'll help.
Oh, nice.
Perception. It'll help infinitesimal.
Oh,
anyway.
DM. I forgot to say this, but I would have cast the alarm spell around the camp.
Okay, good to know.
I completely forgot. I've got it written down in my notes and everything. But yeah, it's alarm spell around the camp.
Sounds good. Welby,
That's 11.
peacefully and quietly.
Nice. I will then go wake up John, because he's next on watch, right?
Yes.
Go wake him up. Or knock on the tent and ask if he's awake first. And if he doesn't respond, then I'll do more to wake him up. But if he does respond, then yeah.
I will. I'll have just finished my meditation and come out. It's that. Thank you, Welby. You may go back to sleep. I will take the next watch.
And then, well, we will go back to sleep.
Okay. All right, Johannes. Perception check. Oh no.
It's fine. I can see the number, but I'm not going all the way to the other side of my office to pick it up. So I'll just stick. I'll start using other dice after this.
Okay.
And this is perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perception. Oh, that's not bad for me. It's a dirty 20.
Your watch passes peacefully and quietly.
Thank you for not rolling a nat one.
And then I will I will go wake Kel.
Hell's awake, I'm assuming, because this is third watch. He only needs 4 hours of
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, so you
Kel's
should
just
be
sitting
up by now.
there.
I will let Kel to a watch, and then I will go to my tent.
As you're walking, it's like, would you sit for just a minute?
I'm not sure. I've been sitting all day.
Well,
No, sure.
you can stand then.
That was a joke.
Oh,
I don't have much practice making them. I'm sorry if it wasn't obvious.
People in a small village don't always have the biggest sense of humor. So I'm quite accustomed to.
People in my home didn't have any sense of humor. So.
Kind of made me a little bit of an outcast because my jokes always won over their heads. Kel is like smiling, hoping you get the pun, but
Which one?
Oh,
like
he-
4 of them in there.
all of them,
He gets
every
it.
single
He just
pun.
doesn't find puns funny, so he's just like, yes.
I've probably been looking like a madman trying to figure out what I wanted to tell you. I don't like keeping things in.
I can tell you were pacing around all day talking to yourself.
Kel blushes a little bit just out of embarrassment.
Don't worry, I have dark vision, so I can see that.
Well, he's standing right by the fire. He's by the fire. You would be able to see him.
Dark vision doesn't show color, so
That's true.
It would show a darkening of the cheeks.
yeah, that's true.
That's fair. There was part of me that just wanted to yell at you and call you stupid, and part of me that wanted to tell you that you don't have to be here with us if you're gonna just be negative, and that just isn't what I'm gonna do. But I do want to tell you something. If Kel will like pull over a stump and sit next to the fire and leave whatever one you were sitting on open. Just not like forcing you to sit down, but if you want to. Do you? I know you like books, Johannes, but do you like stories?
More than you know.
Can I tell you a little story?
Sure, go ahead.
I think Ma always started these stories off with Once Upon a Time. So I'll do that. About once upon a time, about, it was probably 15 years ago, there was a little boy. His name was Arthur. But Arthur, he wasn't necessarily the brightest. He wasn't the... He was this little red-headed kid that had kind of a bigger nose than the other kids did, and well, there's this another little boy. His name was Sebastian. Sebastian wasn't the nicest person. Well, he was actually quite mean to Arthur. Pick on Arthur all the time. He would trip Arthur and cause him to scrape up his knees. He'd beat Arthur up. He'd call him Big Nose and other things that Ma said I shouldn't be saying because they're not very polite words to use, so I won't use those words. Arthur didn't come from much. Didn't have the biggest of homes. I mean, nobody really had big homes, but comparatively speaking. But he did his best. One day Arthur was at school and yeah. Well, Sebastian was really mean to him. Arthur didn't have a lot of friends. There was another boy that was a little bit larger, bigger, stronger than both of them, and he told this Sebastian to stop picking on Arthur. Sebastian and his hoity-toityness said, "What you gonna do about it?" He went to go and punch Arthur, and this other boy got in the way, stood there, and took the punch, and well, Sebastian kind of screamed and cried. I guess he wasn't expecting a punch. He didn't really know how to fight. Wasn't taught, just kind of tossing things out. Didn't realize how much a punch could actually hurt if you hit somebody in the bones. Anyway, the Sebastian got mad at this other kid and threatened him and threatened Arthur. Mostly Arthur, though, because he was a lot smaller, so that he was going to be out for him. So from that time forward, this other boy told Arthur he was going to be his friend and help him out and make sure that Sebastian and that group of friends, they didn't do anything to him. We go to the next chapter of the story. Sebastian left Arthur and that other boy alone for a little bit, and they thought that it was good, and they became really good friends. They went about and played together and caused a lot of trouble, and they were out in the woods one day. Well, not really, I guess not anything compared to this, but out in the woods and having fun, just being boys. And they heard a big snap, and they saw that Sebastian and a couple of his friends were trying to sneak up on them and jump them. Sebastian had the pretty big hammer. He was threatening Arthur and calling him all sorts of things that Ma also said I shouldn't say, so I won't use those words. And, this other boy did his best to keep them away from Arthur and push Sebastian's friends away, and they got scared pretty quickly, and Sebastian wasn't having much luck. And he was trying to hurt Arthur pretty bad, and this other boy told Arthur to run away. That's what Arthur did, and Sebastian then started attacking this other boy. And this other boy, he didn't realize how strong he knew he was strong in life. He'd been taken punched by Sebastian, been kicked by a horse, or I guess just like that. Not like I guess I thought that horses were all small, but I guess it was just more like a pony, miniature horse. Anyway, so the Sebastian kid started going after this boy and trying to hurt him, and this other boy, he had a good ma who taught him, and a good pa. His ma was really good and taught him how to defend himself, and in a moment of trying to protect himself, he didn't realize how strong he actually was. And they were, and you can see now that, Kel's trying to keep his composure, but there's some tears forming. He didn't realize his own strength. And he took that hammer and told Sebastian that he wasn't going to hurt Arthur anymore. And he hit that boy. Or that boy hit Sebastian, I mean. He didn't realize how hard he hit him. Hit him upside the head, hoping that it would just stop him and he'd run away and cry. back to his family. The boy didn't move. At all. Well, I tried to do what I could. I mean, the boy tried to do what he could to help him, but his head was turned all wrong and color was left his face. And so I did what only thing you could do, and went and told his pa, and his pa told him that he'd take care of everything. I mean, he was worried of what was going to happen. He was trying to be a good boy. He did everything. He did his chores. He went to school and paid attention. He did all of that like he was supposed to. He didn't want to hurt anybody. He was just trying to protect his friend. Pa never spoke about what happened to Sebastian after that. The boy didn't know what happened. Arthur thought that whatever that boy did must have just scared Sebastian away, and he never came back to school. But that boy, he kind of slipped away from studying and reading because all he could think about was what he had done to Sebastian. They never learned to read. He didn't really focus on that because Sebastian sat behind him, and all he could focus on was what he had done. Around the same time, this boy met a man who, kind of a folk tale legend, hero among heroes, and said what he did for protecting someone that couldn't protect themselves was pretty good. That, as time went on, he'd teach him and show him what it means to be a hero. So, I guess that's why that boy sees things in blacks and whites. Because he had to learn how to do that. He had to make laws or rules that he wouldn't cross anymore. Things that he would do to only protect others and not hurt people the way that he had hurt somebody. You can choose to believe that story if you want. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, Johannes. But, well, I wasn't lying to you about Noctis's confused look on Kelsey's wife or ex-wife. I'm still confused on that. I didn't know her. She said that Noctis wanted to tell me, and I think the reason Noctis wanted to tell me is because he could see, or that we might, yeah, he could tell that we had something in common. Made a mistake, and you're trying your best to make up for that mistake. I don't want to be your enemy, Johannes. I know that you're going through a lot of pain right now and a lot of questions. But people do change. And there is good in everybody. Even if you don't think there's good in yourself. You just have to find it. I want to be your friend. I want to help you out. I've just been working on a farm. Helping Ma out. And Pa left. Us. The world got a little darker, and Cyrus gave me some opportunities to show small village what I could do for them. They accepted me, even though deep down inside I thought they never would. Thought at any moment they would know what I had done. The past is the past. That's not me anymore. I mean, it was all an accident anyway. Or at least I tell myself. I didn't mean to hurt him. I'm not saying Noctis didn't mean to hurt your uncle. I've seen people, I've met people that have hurt people on purpose. And they've changed. I'm here if you need to talk. I'm here if you don't want to talk. I'm a hugger, so if you need a hug, you just need to cry and let it all out. I'm here. I'm not the smartest. I didn't pay attention in school. But I've always been there for people. I like to look out for the little guy, or the ones that feel like they're not enough, or the ones that get picked on, or the ones that get thrown out of their families. Those that think that they've messed up, or those that are on the run. So, when you said that Ma and I could leave, well, if you really want us to, I'm not going to force you to stay with us. But I'd love to help you out. Alright? But not as an employee. Would like to do it as your friend.
Good question. Is he just speechless? Or can we not hear him?
He's been talking this entire time.
He's just not saying anything right now.
Okay.
No, yeah, no, he would have been standing this whole time, and he'll just go, "Alrighty then," and then walk over to his tent.
He's got a lot to digest now.
This kid just confessed murder. Opaquely.
Fun fact. Johannes had already assumed that this had happened at some point in Kel's life because Kel perfectly fits the trope of one of the many books that would have had that trope that I grew up reading and then hiding from my family that my uncle would have snuck me. So I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Perfect. That's where the godling groomed him. I get it.
Someone's just upset they don't have their own personal godling.
All right. Kel, please make a perception check.
I can do that. Is it dark out? My disadvantage.
Yeah, well, have y'all kept the fire going?
think so.
Yeah, if
Alright.
if the fire was up, then I would have kept it up as best I can. But
I wouldn't have kept it up during my watch, but I would have started it up before I ended my watch.
Okay. You may make a regular check.
Woohoo! Oh, okay, not terrible. 13.
Your watch passes peacefully and quietly.
Sweet.
And morning comes. What are y'all headed off to do this fine morning? Noctis, everyone can make a long rest. Noctis, remove one of your levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
long rest, muhaha. Because we don't know how long we're going to stay there. Ooh, I can reselect spells. Hang on, this might be handy. No, what are you doing, Dungeon Master's Vault? Spells, yes. No.
I think I've
Oh.
checked in on Noctis again to see if he's. I mean, I
A
did
little
it
better.
in the early morning when he might not be awake yet, and then again when maybe he's more like actually awake.
You check in, and I'm still in my Shelob cocoon, but I'm awake at that point. I'm just like, I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh boy, well, you got you uptight, didn't he? Here, let me.
Yeah.
I'll grab you.
You are released.
I get up and I just run out of the tent as fast as I can at half speed. So it's just me shuffling, but I'm like shuffling very quickly.
Love it.
Ooh.
I will start the day off by taking the hatchet that we have, and I will give it to I will have an unseen servant, and their job will be to chop down trees by camp.
You're chopping down trees?
Yes. Or
Okay,
again,
are you guys staying tonight for today? Like, what is your general plan?
I think we were planning to stay at least for one day before trying to make it through the woods.
Okay.
Just because.
Yeah,
Wait,
I give Noctis a chance to recover. I mean,
I didn't mention this yesterday, but I do think it would be good if we got more distance from Galarshan.
More distance?
I just go, that's what I said, but they want you to not look like death. So, one more day won't hurt.
Well, I need one party member to roll a d20 for this day.
I'll do it. I call dibs.
all right.
Why?
go for
Because
it.
you didn't get to roll for a watch?
just regular roll, nothing added.
Yep, just a 20.
That's a 16.
It was supposed to be low, you idiots. Now we're gonna die. This is an encounter table. You killed us.
Yeah.
Kill us all, Eurylicus.
And actually, I need a separate person to roll me a d10.
I can do the D10.
That's how many wishes I get today.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're all monkey paw wishes, sir.
Done.
I wish for one more monkey paw.
Your hand becomes
A
a
monkey
monkey's
paw from
paw.
the trees and starts blowing at your eyes. All right, this day is going to pass peacefully if you guys are able to gather, if you're wanting to gather some supplies.
I don't like that nothing happened.
Why? Take that negativity and shove it somewhere else. We don't need to die.
Fine.
It means that nothing happened here.
Well, that's one less place that it happened, so we are fine with that.
I do just want to say we can move slowly, but we should move and cover our tracks.
I'm going to. I'm not a forester, but I'm going to look at the woods and look at the cart and see
And the
how
woods will look back at you.
the cart will go. Like, Beatrice, I feel like we could get through the woods. The cart, on the other hand, without an actual trail, yeah, I'm just gonna look at it and eyeball things.
Can I have everyone in the party make a perception check?
Yeah.
I will make a perception check.
Ooh.
That's a 12 for me.
I got a 9 because I have disadvantage.
Oh!
See, the woods look perfectly safe. We can go in and be fine.
All I can think of is, have any of you guys played, what's it? Trivia Murder Party?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All I can hear was the voice saying, "Everyone is wrong."
Okay, those are our perception checks. Johannes is the first to notice this morning that the pants that Mama Kent has let Noctis borrow, these that are fitting him as booty shorts, actually have in large red letters the word beats along the butt.
I say
He
nothing.
just looks like this.
What? What?
Wow.
Ah, yes.
Oh my.
Ma Kent's secret.
I rolled a 10, so I don't know how quickly I realized, but when I
Johannes is the
do,
first to notice. If he points it out, everyone can notice, but it's like within a matter of minutes that everyone has clocked this.
Except Noctis?
Except Noctis until someone points it out.
Yeah, I'm not pointing it out. If I
Mama
see
Kent's
anyone
not
else, if I see
God.
anyone else see it, I'm just gonna look them dead in the eyes and shake my head no, like don't say anything.
Now I want a gif of. I'm sorry, sister, but I want to see a gif of Noctis twerking in that.
no,
We can.
Does anyone tell me?
No.
I think
It's
Mama Cat kind of like cuffs, kind of mutters to herself about not having seen those in years. Like,
Seen what?
Nothing.
well, I was wondering where Pa put those. He said he lost them.
I can't. What is
I look over and I see it.
what is happening?
Just rip them fully off.
I think at some point, like after she notices, like she's like looking in her bag to see if there's another pair for you.
I need a meme that says "got beats" now.
The next
I'm
one
fully
just says
freeballing once
Juicy.
again.
Like she did not purposely hand you those. She was just like, "Oh, I've got some of Pa's old clothes in here. Let me put them in."
What's worse is
like
that these were
already in the
paws.
pack, and so she didn't realize that they were those ones that she hasn't seen in probably since before Kel was born. Pa claimed to have lost them.
He was wearing them the entire time.
I feel so uncomfortable right now.
Don't be.
I'm
At least your
imagining if they're
parents like each
magical
other.
like this.
Say that again.
So don't be. Johannes would have said aloud, "Don't be. At least your parents liked each other."
Your parents didn't like each other?
That's not really a thing in noble society.
Very rare. I liked my wife, but that's rare actually.
What? Why is
Look
that?
how that
Why is that not a thing?
Because marriages aren't for love in noble
Marriage
society.
it's a contract.
It's a tool to gain more power.
And it keeps them together even when they.
See, my mother was betrothed to my father when they were both infants. They never knew each other until the day they got married. They've always hated each other. And I mean, stuff like that happens all the time. My brother was held for ransom by my cousin, and we held for ransom my cousin. So
That's how it happens with all winged ones.
I looked at Johannes.
70%.
Yeah. Yeah.
My family's never
explains
held
a lot,
anyone
actually.
hostage that I know of, but
And the hostage situation is not like, you're holding someone in a basement with a bow and arrow or a crossbow to their head. It's like they live in your house and they eat your food, and you treat them like a child until their family does something that you don't like, and then you kill them. We didn't have to kill them in my instance, but it's what happens.
surprising.
You guys didn't get hugged much as kids, did you?
Ever.
Literally, no.
This makes sense now. And I was just gonna try and give you both
Nope,
kind
don't
of the
touch
group
me.
hug.
You turn
Why?
away from him to go to me, and there's a rapier at your chest. No,
You don't have a rapier.
you
No,
didn't.
what'd you
see
say?
You
me.
don't have your
I
weapon.
I thought I was at their house and they brought it with.
I have all your stuff, but I have not given it to you.
Yeah, I would have stolen it back at this point. Who do you think I am?
You wouldn't know where it is.
Gotta make rolls for that, dude.
Okay, what world do you need?
I'm in the air.
No, it would be before
You-
you know it. It was
Yeah.
makeup.
Oh no,
stealth check, man.
I'm in the air to be away from the hug when I was
Okay.
Okay.
threatened with hugs.
This is.
See, this is at disadvantage because I've been exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still an 18.
Would you have been doing this in the morning before this hug interaction happened?
Probably
Or are you just trying to
actually,
steal them now?
probably actually yesterday when I was being carried around in the cart when he wasn't paying attention to me. I would have just whoosh,
Fair.
grabbed it.
You have
I
some
would
of your
have
stuff
I would
now.
have actively had my bag on my lap, like in my journal. Like you would have had to be real sneaky.
Who do you think I
You have
am?
some of your stuff, like some stuff you would have been able to keep him from noticing you have. So not your rapier, but you can have like your dagger.
Okay.
Where did you get a knife? Who gave him back his knife?
I gave you back my knife.
I'm throwing
Well,
your rapier in the latrine pit.
Please don't.
Welby, did you get hugs as a kid?
Wait, was that question asking me or?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's Kel asking you.
Yeah, my mom would give me hugs all the time.
Yes, and I just go, Welby is the perfect example of what too many hugs can do. You know, he just lays around naked.
Why would I lay around with clothes?
Impropriety.
Well, I say as I'm standing without pants, as I rip them off again.
Where's Flamel when you need her with some sort of sedation?
Yeah, I founded you. I found another pair, I think. Unless you want me to roll for that.
No, you're good. You can have different booty shorts that don't say anything on the butt this time if you want.
But they're straight up Daisy Dukes, like pockets out the shorts bottom.
No,
They're
because they're not
halfling
booty
shorts, so
on a
they're
halfling.
short.
They're only booty shorts on a tiefling.
Hold up.
Welby, you were trekking around to see if there's like a path and things that Beatrice can navigate. Was that what you were doing?
About the cart. I'm not worried about Beatrice
cart
getting
can
through.
navigate?
I'm worried about the cart.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're not seeing like a road.
Like,
And
can it
thing like
fit
that, you're like,
between
"Yep, this is
trees?
back the woods.
I think
you
it can
got.
fit between those trees.
Yeah,
I don't know
there's
about
some
any
places.
other trees.
We'd probably have to
Yeah.
go at half speed.
Beatrice is out of the ground and is rolling around, seeming to have a jolly good time this morning.
So, do we have to bury Beatrice, or does she, like, nuzzle herself into the ground?
Depends on how tough the ground is.
I got a shovel just in case, but
Here in the forest, she seems to be able to just nuzzle herself into the ground.
I still tuck her in though.
But yes, she seems to like that.
Gotcha.
All right, so are you guys traveling today, or are you staying here?
We
Thought we
are
were staying here for one day.
You're trying to stay here for one
Noctis-
day.
Yeah, Noctis was
I've-
saying we should move a little bit, and Kel's saying we should stay, so yeah.
Are we on the edge of the forest, or did we just get to?
We're out of sight of the main... We're in the woods, just out of sight of the main...
Okay,
Not woods.
Yeah, you're
gotcha.
not deep in the woods, but you are securely in the woods.
Okay, cool.
All right, so
I
either we're going
this
to go
guy's-
past this day, or you guys are going to travel. We
I was
are we doing
gonna say,
long rests then?
this is up to the vehicle owners, essentially.
Yes, you are
Gotta decide,
proficient
guys.
in driving this vehicle.
I don't know. I check in on Noctis. I do some sort of, to try and check whether this will slow his recovery. Basically,
As long as he gets a good night's rest, it won't affect it.
all right.
You can tell that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still shuffling, but I look markedly better than yesterday.
Yes, and you're wearing new, different. Yes.
I wear short shorts, he wears sneakers.
I was gonna say, once this discussion would have been happening, I would have had my unseen servant no longer trying to chop a tree down with a hatchet. I'd be like, disassemble the tents, pack them up.
Okay. All right, you guys pack up and head out.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. We are not
can
going to. What?
I don't want to do the check myself, so I would like to instruct people and like point out how to do this, but like cover our tracks as we move into the woods for a large group. So have people on like sweeping footprints, like, making us do certain turns to avoid detection and whatnot.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and let's see. Anyone who wants to be doing that, covering your tracks, make either a nature or stealth check.
And I would give the help action.
I will do it.
Yeah, so anyone doing that can make it at advantage.
I will do it with my unseen servant's help as well. And you said survival or what?
Nature or stealth.
It's nature or
Nature
stealth.
or stealth. Neither of those was survival. I'm so
Yeah,
good at
neither of them.
listening.
I mean, I could do one too, but I feel like I'm at the front of the cart, so I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm making less tracks in the first, or I'm attempting to make less tracks in the first place, but I don't know that I'm the one covering.
I got a 21 on my nature.
Okay. Hang on here. Fleeing bots, come back.
Was that with advantage, Andrew?
Oh no, was I supposed to roll with advantage?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was giving help.
Okay. I choose to
Should
ignore
not be-
his help. No.
I'm going to put that. I'm rolling
Okay.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Good thing I'm not rolling stealth, because I'm pretty sure I would still have disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled nature because my stealth not as good as my nature.
Yeah,
That's fair.
My stealth
what,
is
Marcus? Johanna seems to be doing a pretty good job of covering your tracks.
So does my unseen servant. We're going in tandem.
Yeah. It's honestly pretty impressive for someone who's presumably never done this before.
Wow, you're a natural.
I've read so many books.
I also did plant a lot of those books in your library.
The
so
moment you say that first part, though, I look at you. It's like, yes, I was planning on going on a trip with my uncle a few weeks after he got back, but that didn't pan out. Back to passive aggressively brushing leaves or whatever the hell I'm doing.
Oh no. Bot died. Oh well.
What?
Ah,
I mean,
it must have been Noctis killing Lingbot.
it started wrong and then
Come back.
stopped.
Oh, I
I
think there's
will
the
not
Yellow
worry
King
about
that
that.
killed
Okay.
them.
We are not going to roleplay every moment of you guys being surviving in the woods. So
If
you
you-
are
if you want
traveling
to-
through the Glistering Woods, as far as I understand it. I'm going to need for the next time someone roll me a d4 and a different person roll a d20.
I'll roll a d4.
I guess I'll do the D20.
Ugh, what did you do, Mom?
If the one is bad, I can reroll 20s. No,
I
that
got
other thing.
I got a 10.
Okay, let me go check what that is. Oh, okay, cool. So we're montaging past this day. Noctis, you can take off another level of exhaustion,
Yay.
and everybody roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Perception.
I've discovered this dice works better when I kiss it.
17, let's go.
Oh, I can reroll that.
I only got an 8.
Oh,
I got a
Oh boy.
I got a
23.
dirty 20.
I got a 17.
Okay, at least a couple people notice things. And
I almost don't notice, and then I notice.
the Kents, as you're going along on, this is your second day of travel, and
Mhm.
you guys notice, I think first you hear voices a little bit in the distance. They sound just like maybe some young folk hanging out, kind of, and then you can see through foliage a little distance away. You see a couple of centaurs that have baskets of apples that they seem to be harvesting from this forest.
Hmm.
Do I have any knowledge about this, or is this just like, that's a strange looking person?
Make me a history check, Mama Kent.
I would immediately cast message as soon as I see them, and I will go. We need to not.
You haven't. Oh, Johannes. Oh, you got a 20.
Yeah, I have the
Never mind.
highest. What do you mean I don't see?
I missed that. My bad. You do see them, and yeah. So, Mama Kent, you don't know who those are. They seem like friendly folk. Johannes, you know that these are probably members of the draft horses, which are a clan of centaurs that lives a lot in this forest. There's a few different sort of chapters of them, if you will, across the continent, as well as you recall you actually have seen one recently when you were in Galershan, because they culturally specialize in brewing alcohols, and some of them go to the cities to sell it.
Yes,
As sort of
hard
a mobile-
ciders.
Yep. So yeah, you see them, and this is your uncle did have his time a pretty good relationship with them, which is pretty rare among good ones. They're overall relatively friendly.
I just say, let's not approach. I cast this in a message towards Ma Kent. I said, let's not approach them. They should be fine. They were friends with my uncle, but they're not the best. They're not the fans of people with wings.
Have you messaged me before?
You specifically?
So
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, this has never happened before, Ma.
I just kind of like look around, or is like, what are you doing with your voice? How are you doing that with your voice? Like, she turns around to look at you as you finish it, and just, how are you doing that? It's kind of like squints at you.
I just go magic. But I do
Sure.
that. I do that with the message spell.
She just kind of like squints at you.
I mean, you can respond
Doesn't
in your
even-
head.
What? Are you throwing your voice with magic? What?
No, it's not.
How?
It's not throwing my voice. It's I mean, technically, it is. Yes. Mm-hmm. Magic.
What are we talking about?
Beatrice has altered course.
On purpose?
Well, you'd have to ask her about that, but she seems to be heading in the direction of the centaurs.
Beatrice, what are you
I
doing?
follow Beatrice. Like I let Beatrice take,
Yeah, you cut off there, but I
Beatrice asked
assume
about-
that she's headed towards the center.
I said,
Yeah,
I
it's to
said,
the centaur.
I said,
Yes.
Beatrice, no. Beatrice, please.
One of her leaves, like, waves towards you like a I'll do what I want gesture.
I look at Ma Kent and I go, is Beatrice an alcoholic?
What?
She's going right towards the cider making centaurs. I don't know, does she
Beatrice-
like liquor?
A beet's natural prey is apples.
Beatrice
I
doesn't have.
don't know what to do.
Mama Cat was like more distracted by what you were doing than what you were saying, and so she's like not even. She's moved on from you trying to warn her. She's like, all right, Beatrice, let's see what we have here. She's like preemptively like reaching in her bag for some beets in case, as an offering, because you're meeting new people, you offer them things.
Beatrice takes you guys right up to these centaurs who do notice you coming after a point. One of whom is heavily armed, seems to be sort of the guard for the group as they're going around. And he looks very skeptical at this. Both of our winged members make a perception check on that. And then
Also,
the other
in this-
Mama Cat waves and goes, "Good morning. Would you like some beets?"
he looks at Beatrice at that and he's like, Leo, down. Sorry, it's my dog. That's not part of the game. And the two others there that are out collecting apples seem much younger, and they're looking over at Beatrice with wide eyes. One of them is a young girl who just is like, she looks like she so desperately wants to hug this giant beet.
Also, in this time, could I try and be hiding the fact that I have wings with my disguise proficiency?
Sure. Still make that perception check, though.
Okay, and that's okay. Was there any advantages or disadvantage on that?
Nope.
Okay, I still have disadvantage because I have one level of exhaustion. So, but that's still an 18.
I mean, it's better than
Okay.
mine.
Both of you. So this centaur, he's equipped with a setup that's affixed somewhat like you would have a saddle or things carried. That is, you recognize he has got some specific weaponry to take down flying enemies.
Oh, disturbing.
He's not like, brandishing them or anything at the moment, but he's watching you all carefully.
Do I know any names from my uncle's time with them?
Make a history check.
Please roll better than you
Oh,
did
this
for the centaur.
Happening. Mama Cat has picked up and on the the girl who looks like she wants to hug the beet and goes, "Beatrice loves kids. Let it." You're like, we pause for a minute and just, oh yes, just don't get in the way of the cart, but like kind of waves or like gives the little girl a sign that it's okay to approach.
Girl runs up and hugs Beatrice, which is just like her arms just like against her sides because she's huge. And like this girl, she's like maybe 15-ish. She's and she's
centaur.
but yeah, so she's tall, but she's still got her arms are not going all the way around with this beat. She says, "She's so beautiful.
Ain't she?
Where did you find her?" Oh, you know what? I'll just ask her. And this girl looks at Beatrice.
Speak of plans.
And you don't hear anything more, but she's looking at Beatrice intently, apparently having some kind of conversation.
Nice. I got 20 on my history.
Yeah, your uncle was... The name you would know is Paloma, who was a good friend of
Ah, yes.
uncle's.
That means pigeon. I will remember that.
The boy that is with her, he looks maybe a little younger. They look like maybe they're siblings. He's like, I'm sorry. She really likes plants.
No, it's great. I haven't seen Beatrice could have a talk like this since my husband passed a few years ago.
Sorry.
Is speak with plants a spell that anyone outside? That's a druid and like some cleric spell, right? Not a wizard spell.
Let me check.
Because I'm trying to think if that would be a spell that I'd be familiar with, or if I'm like, people can
They could
talk
be
to
speaking
plants.
druidic. Like, technically, rules is written like the Awaken spell says that they get like one language you can speak.
Oh.
That the caster
Wait,
can speak. So
Beatrice can talk?
I mean, that's up to what God says, but I figure that's that it just hasn't come up.
You know, Johannes, in this moment it occurs to you for the first time that never tried speaking magically telepathically with Beatrice.
I can't speak magically telepathically, technically.
So, you get the idea. Message might work.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
You haven't tried, but now you're wondering based off of this interaction that is happening before you.
Isn't Beatrice like the second smartest member of the party?
Third
I
smartest,
remember
but
right.
yeah.
That's still...
I'm actually quite smart. I have an intelligence of 14.
Oh wow, gold star.
Yeah.
I'll stab you.
The armed guard member of this trio looks at you and says, "So, are you folks lost out here?"
We're heading north. Is Johannes showing wings at all?
They would typically, I don't know if I've ever actually stated this out loud, but Johannes would typically keep his wings like in his wizard robes. Like they wouldn't be out and about most of the time, unless he's just like nonchalantly thinking about it. But I guess would I need to make like a stealth check for something like that in here?
If you're trying to conceal them, then yes.
Johannes is actively trying to conceal them all the time, so let me roll for that. Don't worry, I probably roll poorly for it constantly. Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 2.
Oh, yeah. You feel pretty confident.
That's what I get the nat 20 on? That's crazy.
I'll just wave at Johannes and say, he wants us to go north, and so we're trying to find our way north, but the cart doesn't quite work, does it?
I mean, most folks take the road.
I'll just look at Johannes. There's a road.
I don't know, I've never been this way before.
I thought we were also trying to stay off the main paths.
Do you say this aloud?
This guy raises his eyebrows. In some kind of trouble?
With winged ones.
I just look at you with a look. I'm not quite sure what the look is, but there's a look.
This guy goes, yeah, fair enough. They are trouble. Well, where north are you all headed?
I'll just look at Johannes, since he's the one who has the geographical knowledge.
I'll just look and I'll say, but to be honest, we're just trying to leave Seska. So, north through the Glistering Wood into Avathan, and then from there we'll see. Not really sure. Not much of a plan yet. Just to leave for a bit.
I want you to make me a persuasion check, and you can make it with advantage.
Okay, I'll use 2 dice this time instead of my usual 2 rolls. And then
There's
I'm
my
gonna
rule.
regret it.
My persuasion's decent. I just realized this. That's nice.
I'm very glad that you said with advantage, because this yellow dice, which I should know better than to use, was a natural 1. But the orange one is a 17, and my persuasion is a +4, so that's a 21. Ugh.
All right. Yeah, so he looks you guys over for a moment and says, well, it looks like you've at least got someone with you that the forest likes. That'll help. He looks at Beatrice when he says this. And
No kidding.
says, so at least the road won't be too much of a problem to avoid with her around. But if you're needing somewhere, the woods are big. The glades to the north. Winged ones don't typically bother us there.
Is that the same? Would I know that that's the glade where like my uncle had visited specifically?
Probably. You can guess that.
Now I have to debate whether Johannes is going to lean forward and he's going to be like, does someone by the name of Paloma live in that glade, by chance?
He gives you a bit of a curious look. He says, how do you know Paloma?
I've heard stories from my uncle when I was a child.
Oh.
They were friends.
Yeah, she's still there. She's still there.
All right. That's good to hear, I guess. Sorry, that was a weird question. Thank you.
Well, if you're old friends with Paloma or family friends of the family, even more reason to stop by.
We can. Yeah, I think Mama Kent kind of pops in. Of course, you'd want to see a family friend, wouldn't you?
You know,
We'd love to stop by.
I'm going to be very honest right now. I'm going to go, I don't think we'd be very welcome there. Some of us, at least.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Care to explain that?
Well, to be fair, people of some of our kind aren't thought too highly of by your people. For good reason.
See, he gives you guys kind of a closer look.
I look at him and I just like and I whisper, I'm like, it's the wings.
Well,
I'm looking at Johannes like this.
I'm just like, I understand the tension between I understand. But my uncle also spoke very highly of your people.
we don't take issue with the existence of those who fly. As long as they don't take issue with ours.
Oh, I have no
Wait,
issues. I've
there's-
always.
Some of you guys have wings too?
No,
No,
our
that's.
existence.
No, that's what he was talking about. A lot of winged
Yeah.
ones are just prejudiced in general. Remember? It was the whole thing.
I thought he said they don't care if some of you guys fly as long as some of them can fly. I'm
We
sorry.
don't care about their existence if they don't care about our we don't have a problem with them existing if they don't make it a problem for us to exist.
Ah, sorry. I misunderstood.
You're fine. No, none of us have wings.
That would be so cool, though.
Could you imagine? They'd have to be massive, though.
It would be incredible.
Flying is
You
overrated.
just fine without.
So
You just fine without.
Oh, yes. I just say I've heard as much.
Well, it's up to you then. If Paloma would welcome you, then the rest of us will too. It is rather her decision who gets welcomed around the fire. But if you would rather be on your way, I'm sure your beat will take care of you.
Honestly,
She's a good beat.
Beatrice knows what she's about, but I look at Marquette and I go, I would love to hear someone who knew my uncle. But this is your decision. Beatrice is your family.
Wait, are you saying that to the centaur, Beatrice is your family?
No, I said that to Ma Kent when I turned to Ma Kent just now.
Okay, oh, I thought you were being so incredibly racist to the centaur just now.
She doesn't have
Beatrice
wings
is part
either.
of the forest group.
Kills you immediately.
Oh, Mama Cat turns to Beatrice and Beatrice looks like she's happy. She'd be happy to stay among friends.
Beatrice bounces a little.
All right, Beatrice, you want to lead the way?
Oh, there's no shocks in this cart. Ah, so bumpy.
What are
The
the cart
girl who
doesn't
was
zap
talking to
you?
Beatrice.
Say
What was
that
that?
again.
The cart doesn't zap you?
No, it's something that's being designed for carriages, but they're not fully. Never mind. I'll explain that later.
Yes.
The girl who was talking to Beatrice pats her and laughs. She goes, "Oh my goodness, you're so funny. You guys are so lucky."
I cast message on Beatrice, and I go, "Have I been missing out on good conversations this whole time?"
You get an immediate response. "You have been missing out on so much more than just conversation, Johannes."
I'm gonna just
Goodness gracious.
cast
Long enough to
message
figure out
constantly on the entire trip, and I'm just gonna gab with Beatrice. Now, because of the way that message works, is it's just me talking in a whisper at Beatrice this whole time, and just having just a gay old time.
Incredible. Yeah, so you guys are headed to the glade then?
Yes, I think that's what we're doing.
Awesome. The girl whose name is Daphne, she will tell you guys, and Beatrice will also contribute to relaying this information. The forest doesn't tend to let people find the glade uninvited, but you guys now have somewhat of an invitation. And so Beatrice is as she's talking to you, she's like, "I'm pretty sure I can get us there."
Beatrice says that we're only invited because she's with us. She's wonderful. I can't believe I didn't trust Beats so long ago.
Mama like kind of pauses at the fact that you're just like say that you're talking to her, but she just like quickly like nods it off, like, well, that does sound like Beatrice. So.
At some point in the conversation, I'll just be like,
How you
Beatrice,
talking to her from way back there, but
how do you feel about the fact that Ma Kent and Kell eat so many beets?
Well, they've got to eat to stay healthy, don't they? Those are not the same. It's a bit complicated. I'm not really a regular beet anymore.
No, I feel
They
like
don't
so they're not. It's not the same thing. I get it. It's like there
Yeah.
was this book I read, and it had two different dogs, but one dog could talk, and his name was Goofy. And there was another dog named Pluto who couldn't talk. They weren't the same type of dog, but they were. So I think I get it just enough. One was like an awakened dog.
Perhaps you read too many books and not gone too many places.
I was sequestered in my home for 51 years. I've never left its.
Now.
I'm not quite sure about that. You've been part of all this chaos. Have you seen what's gone on?
Oh, yes. Yes, you are in desperate need of a good influence in your life, like me and the Kents. Welby seems like a nice kid, too.
I whisper slightly louder, yeah, but definitely not Noctis.
Well, I don't know him any more than I know you, so I don't really have a judgment on him.
I've never murdered someone's family.
Wait, who is this saying to? You talking to Beatrice?
I'm talking to Beatrice the whole trip.
Okay. You guys that evening arrive at the Glade. It is called the Moonshine Glade, actually. And it is, in fact, a lot of it is a distillery. There is a lot of brewing of alcohol happening in this area, in this little village.
There's so much copper out here.
Doc just sheds a tear. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
And additionally, you see over at one side of it, which seems to be kind of where, like, the center of authority, part of this glade is taken up by the massive, moss-decorated, perfectly nestled in this forest, bones of a dragon.
That's really badass.
Yeah, and you arrive. If you ask around for Paloma, you are directed towards the bones of the dragon. Not that she's the dragon, she's just over there.
She is.
You've ripped the joke away from my mouth.
She is the skull. She is the dragon's skull itself. That's why she's named Pigeon. She's just a big, evil, scaly sky pigeon.
She seems to be sort of under its wing, is where she is at the moment. Other than that, it is mostly centaurs here. There's also other people that look like they live in the forest. There's some, like, satyrs and some elves, and there are also people that appear to just sort of be passing through that are on a friendly basis with the draft horses.
I mean, I know where I want to go. So if the cart tries to go anywhere other than Paloma, I might hop off and try and go meet Paloma.
I mean, I think we're on your thing, and you're actively talking with basically the driver at this point. So
Can't believe I've missed out on all these juicy things. I'd say juicy very, very interestingly while I'm looking at Ma Kent's, because now I know about all of Pa Kent's weird clothing. All of it.
Yeah, heading over there, you see an older looking centaur woman who is sitting with a few others. They're doing some kind of handicraft. There's some basket weaving and things going on while they chit-chat over there. And they all look up as you approach, and Paloma gives you a strange look, Johannes. She for a moment thinks it's like she recognizes you and then thinks better of that.
I clock the look and I go, well, you have rights. He didn't teach me how to talk to people. You must be Paloma. You were a friend of my
That's-
Uncle Harold.
Oh. You must be Johannes.
I would hope so.
You would hope so.
Yes.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure about a lot of things lately, but I'm pretty sure
Interesting.
about that one.
Well, I haven't seen him in quite some time.
He
is
is dead. Some 35 years now.
I wondered. But elves, I thought perhaps he just lost track of time.
He was really good at that too, but sadly not this time.
Well. Oh, I had hoped to meet you. I'd hoped he would introduce us someday, honestly. I'm sorry for the loss.
I mean, in a way, he is introducing us, but yes, it is not quite the same.
I suppose. Well, what an interesting group you are.
Mama Cat like steps forward and goes, I'm Maycat. This is my son. Yeah, like hands her a jar as she makes quick introductions of everybody except for Johannes. He's already introduced himself. Like, this is my son, Cal. This is our and this is his mother and I go way back, and this is Noctis, who we've known some 3 days now. I don't know.
Huh.
I wave sheepishly.
Hello.
And I go, and this is Beatrice. And I introduce Beatrice.
Yes, hello, Beatrice, darling. Goodness. What brings you all here? Other than Beatrice.
That's a really good question.
We were nearby, and Johannes heard like Mama Kent kind of like stepping in to try and do the social, grease the social interaction a little bit for on behalf of Johannes.
Charisma is my dump stat. One of 3 of them.
Yes. No, Johannes was saying that we're headed out of town, so to speak, but when he heard about you, he wanted to stop by and hear about, maybe share some stories. I'm going to go take, I think Beatrice just wants to show me around, but I'll leave you to it for, I think she looks towards Johannes first to make sure that he's okay.
But we're all very awkward. I know my uncle wasn't an awkward person, but he never really managed to relay that charisma.
He could be plenty awkward. Perhaps
Really?
that was only around, but no, you should have seen his face. Well,
Can I do an insight check? Did Harold and Paloma have relations?
Well, Harold was married with children.
He was also a noble.
How dare you? my uncle, but how dare you?
It's only a 10.
You have no idea.
Monster.
You have your suspicions.
It's a visible question on my face.
There's no question in my mind at all.
Almost sees your look as she laughs. She's like, darling, that man was married. So am I. What else?
I get really confused. I go, what? Yes,
was a great friend. He invited me to come with him on some of his travels once. I, of course, had to decline. I have responsibilities here, after all. I can't go gallivanting across the continent, but maybe it would have been nice.
He did love
Welby,
gallivanting.
Welby thought that she was going to say galloping about, and very wisely will keep his mouth shut.
Yes. Well, it seems you've taken after him then, if you're out on your own travels here, exploring the world.
What is your current favorite Pokemon card?
Well, we'll see. That's
This is an excellent stop. I definitely had a lot to tell him about. He made a lot of progress with my help.
I would love to hear.
Well, if you want to know about a time, he almost choked on his drink the first time I ever asked him if he wanted to know who he was in a past life. It was
What?
very funny. He said he'd have to think about it.
Why would you have to think about it? That sounds so interesting to know about. Wait, how do you know who he was in a past life?
Interesting, but I am rather biased because mine is very cool, but he had some insecurities. I don't know if he ever let on to you about that. He was...
No, my uncle knew
300.
everything in my mind.
Well, 300 years is a long time, and he was not the same person when I knew him as he had been when he was much younger, so I think...
Well, he used to
I
say
think he
that
was
was the point.
Yes,
You should
it is
never,
the point.
You should never be who you were yesterday. You should only be something better. It's a weird
Maybe
thing
that's why he
for
didn't
an
know
elf to
who he
say.
was in a past life, because that's not who he was anymore. Except that, there are parts of us that don't change.
No, I don't. What do you mean? How do you know who he was in a past life? Who was he?
I don't. He never wanted me to find out.
Oh, wait, but you can find out? How does
Wait.
one find out?
Well, you have to be here on a full moon. And then you have to have a very open mind. But it can be done. There is a ritual for it. It's not common outside
Johannes
the glade.
pops open his book and starts doing the math. When is the next full moon?
Roll me a nature check.
I'll give you the help action. No, that's last week. You're looking at last week.
That's a D12. I need my D20. There we go. He said you're giving me... You're helping me?
Yeah.
Thank gosh.
Yeah, he's helping you.
Oh, that's much better. The first one was a 2. This next one was an 18. Plus, and you said nature, right? That's a plus 4.
Yes.
That's a 20.
She's still talking. She's like, yeah, the next full moon's in 5 days. It's really, well, I say it's not a simple thing. It is simple once you are able to do it. But getting to that point is quite an achievement. Only those with an incredibly powerful connection to the spectrum and to nature and to themselves are able to pull it off, not just anyone. But I can.
Is that a requirement of the person performing the ritual, or is that a requirement of the person that you need to find out their past life from?
Performing the ritual, really, and from the person who wants to know. Well, if you're doing it for yourself, if I'm doing this for like one of you, it would, your own open-mindedness would affect its efficacy. If, for example, you were particularly reticent to accept a certain circumstance of a past life, you might not be able to find it out.
Interesting.
There are some who are quite arrogant and believe that they must have only ever been reincarnated as a certain level of nobility. They usually are not able to find out anything substantial.
What if somebody
Yes.
did not exist in a prior life and this is their first?
Well, it is said to be possible, but I've never seen it myself. But souls have to come from somewhere, so theoretically, some of them are newer than others.
Interesting.
Why? Do you think you are a young soul?
No, not me.
Okay.
Just questions. And hold on, let's see how good I am at hiding. Looking over at Kel. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh,
I very pointedly like keep just like, you know, when like a little kid is trying not to look at something they broke. Like
Mhm.
I just like keep looking over at Kel and I'm just like, and I'm like writing in my book like new soul question mark.
What makes you think his soul did not exist previously?
What? Whose? What? What's?
The one you keep speaking at?
Ah, that's. I didn't say that. What?
You are not a liar.
That's compliment. Thank you.
Yes.
That is. Because well, DM. So
Yeah.
we've already talked about how constructs are a thing, but they're not like sentient life, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is the concept of Warforged a thing in this world?
Yes.
A common thing? Like machines with souls?
You definitely know about it. You're not sure if someone who lives this deep in the woods would, but that's just, you just don't know. But like, common among some circles, not necessarily everywhere.
It's not necessarily that I think that he's got a young soul or a new soul. It's just, you know, when someone is created like a warforged or a construct of some form, for example, where does that soul come from? Is it a new soul? Is it an old soul? Is it technically reincarnation, or is it something entirely different?
That's a good question. I don't know for sure, but I imagine anything being granted a soul is granted it relatively the same way the rest of us are.
See, that makes sense because if we're all granted a soul in the same way, why are we? Why do people? Never mind. That's a question for another time. That doesn't matter.
Your uncle spent much time pondering these questions. Not the Warforged construct question, but the nature of souls and reincarnation.
I believe that. He had many questions, or he had many theories on souls and the worth and what constituted actual worth versus what other people set up as worth.
Yeah. Yes.
In all honesty, that's probably what got him killed.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well. So, do I understand that you are interested in knowing the origin of your soul? Or at least the previous life that you lived?
Well, that would be nice. I don't know if my group would want to stay that long. Then
So,
again, we
perfectly
don't know where we're going either, so we might still be here. Who knows?
All right. Well, you're welcome to pitch your tents with our camp. We're welcoming to anyone that the forest lets in who doesn't bring problems with them. Problems like, taxes and invading armies. So as long as you're not here to collect taxes, we're cool.
No. That'd be the last thing I would ever do. It's
Good.
not really my cup of tea.
Good.
You're the
Good.
tea party.
Yes. There's a point of contention between us and your uncle's family for a long time. He managed to negotiate us favorable terms. I do not think he was popular for it.
He was popular for a lot of things.
No,
But
maybe
I
not
loved
among
him.
your people. He was a good man.
He was the best man.
All right. Well, you are welcome to stay if your group needs somewhere to spend some time thinking, to spend some time pondering, or come up with your next destination. It's a big world out there to explore.
I think that is a welcome idea. I will let my comrades know.
All right. Well, I'll let you get to that. And if you want to talk more later, you know where to find me. I'm always under my old bones here.
Oh, are they your old bones?
She gives you a grin. She's like, indeed.
My eyes get huge, and I'm just like, oh.
I can be rather biased about wanting to know your past life because, like I said, I have a very cool one.
I look up and I go, I can see that.
A bit ironic to be born into the draft horses after they slayed my previous existence.
What a better place to go to than to learn new strength in a form. Well, in a form that took you down. It makes
I
sense.
find it poetic. All right, if there's anything anyone else wants to do before we wrap up, we're going to wrap it up here in the Moonshine Glade tonight.
I don't think there's anything particular, just another night of rest for me so I can get the last level of exhaustion off.
I killed
Fair enough.
Noctis in his sleep tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Excellent.
Kill a dummy that
excellent.
I put out in the tent so you'd think you had killed me, but it's not me. I saved
right.
half of the pill. No, I'm joking.
That's the other reason why I went so wrong. You only took half of it.
Yeah, that's why you're so exhausted.
He takes another half, a new 3 levels of exhaustion, all over again.
Awesome.
All right, good
Actually,
night, everyone.
real quick, Kel, the last thing we'll have is Kel make me a perception check.
Oh, what'd I do this time?
Cal, they said they didn't want us to bring trouble. What have you done?
He just sees a copy of himself standing in the woods staring at him at night.
A 12.
Oh no.
It was almost a... Oh, yep, 12.
Okay. It takes you a while to notice this before you go to sleep. You do notice the people here, a number of them are wearing these talismans that are shaped like feathers that are something you remember seeing. Hazel at the shrines was wearing one. Lola had one. You've seen them a few other places. They weren't prevalent. You started seeing them maybe 4 years ago.
We'll take care of that next week.
Why do I think
Fun.
that your godling is a bad guy?
He just saves people. But-
This feels very Lex Luthor-y, trying to trick everyone into thinking he's good, but maybe that's just my paranoia.
I think Johannes is very paranoid.
I mean, my best friend turned out to have murdered my uncle and then tricked me into becoming
Fair.
best friend. So, you know, justified.
You got reasons.
That sounds vaguely like the summary at the end of Sky High.
Oh no.
Yeah, it
My
does.
girlfriend turned into my worst enemy, my worst enemy turned into my best friend, and my best friend turned into my girlfriend. Or something like that.
Ah, good old Disney movies.
Thank you for the session.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
good night, everyone.